Good morning, Brother Gary. Y'all want to see my family? Some of the ones I talk about. I can't help it because they're just mean. But here they are. My daddy's over here. Gary painted these. He painted that one with my dad and me and one of my previous kitties. Dad has passed on. Yeah, I miss him. He was the only thing I know that was real. He just said what was on his mind, and I appreciate that a lot more than people that are all fake and smiling all the time. And I am one that's always smiling and happy, but there is no motive behind that whatsoever. No. I was thinking about maybe doing a theme song for my Angry Bird page. And this is one that came to mind. You guys let me know if you like it. Auntie rocked in the treetop all day long, hopping and a puffing and a singing this song. All the little birdies on Texas streets love to hear Auntie go tweet, 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 rockin' Auntie, tweet, tweet, lily, rockin' Auntie, tweet, tweet, twilly, 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 tweet, tweet, a tweet, tweet. Now, keep in mind, I'm just a little flat this morning, and some days are good, and some days are not, and it's a bit early. I think it's around something to 7. Anyway, I started my Angry Bird page, which means that I'm going to be flying all over the place, y'all. And hopefully I can reach some angry birds to turn into a happy bird like your aunt and tweet your beautiful self all over this nation. Yes. This morning, you guys, I want to speak about being defensive. Being defensive. When your aunt was younger, I used to be defensive. I really did. I'd like, what? No, I ain't you. But now I'm not. It comes with age. It really does. And then if you get to a certain age and you're still defensive, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It ain't good. Yeah. I thought about defensive because this is one of the problems why I haven't been able to communicate with my family in the previous years. Whenever I open my mouth to say something, they get so defensive, like, and I learned something, you guys. One of my very many stints in rehab, I learned that in order not to make a conversation go rogue, that I should not blame anyone. I should just say how I feel. Like, I feel you make me feel, you got to say I feel like this and I feel like that. I feel like you don't really listen to me. I feel like you don't really love me. And that's supposed to drop the guard from the defensive one. So if you try it, and I've tried it, it didn't work in my situations, and that's because my siblings are nuts. But if you come off telling how you feel, that means that your guard is down and at least someone is sensible in the conversation. Yeah, which is me or you, because you just learned this, right? So being defensive, it actually blocks a person from learning anything possible about themselves or why they shut down or why they are the way they are. Some people love being exactly that way and never changing or learning. Me, myself, in my opinion, I like to know and learn everything because y'all know I overthink everything and my mind is always going on what can I do next. Okay? And when my mind does that, most of the time I'm thinking about how can I have fun today? How silly can I be today? How can I entertain Jeanette today? Because that's very important. Auntie has to entertain herself or else I will be dry and crunchy like most. And I don't want to do that. So being defensive will hinder you from growing into a unique understanding to where you can listen a lot more and learn why a person feels the way they do. Yeah, it's actually good. It's good for growth and healthy mind. Very healthy mind because you're not always guessing, you ain't always guessing trying to figure it out. Because that's the human mind trying to figure it out. So, being defensive can really block a lot in life. You miss out on so much. And you guys already know the struggle that I go through with my family, and I stand firm, you guys. I think they're cowards. I do, because they never want to hear my side, but their side of everything has lingered on for decades, and I stayed away. I never said anything. I'm waddling around. I lived in a house by myself for 15 years. I had landscapers cut the grass, all the repairs. I'd hire a contractor, get it done. Nobody never asked me if I needed anything. And I think that God had a hand in me coming out of that house when I lost my home was a good thing, because they could have possibly have been waiting on me to die to take the house, because what else would happen? I'm working, janitorial, making sure my buildings are right. And then I had a patient. I did private sitting. I'd work all night long, leave, go out, check the buildings, come back. And my niece, the one I spoke of, she had access to the home by herself day after day. All I did was work. Never asked for anything, was always there. And don't get me wrong, everything that I've ever done, I did it from my heart. Nobody owes me anything. But when you discredit somebody's character because of you and your feelings, or, just, I don't know what it is with some millennials, but they pick and choose how they want to be treated and how they want to feel. And that's another thing with being defensive, you guys. You have to stop taking everything so personal. You've made my life, my tattered head life, my Chiari malformation, all about you. If I didn't want to be around people, if I didn't want to go places, if I didn't want to do things, it was all about you. I would hear stories of, oh, she's dividing the family. She just wants division. That sounds familiar. That's some Democrat crap right there. Because it's not true. I had some kind of mental illness going on where I was in a depression. the anxiety, the fear. I didn't know what was going on with me. And when they found Kiari, I was very happy because I didn't know why. I isolated and didn't want to be around people. It was almost as if I shut myself out of the whole world. Now, rather than my family trying to see about me, or nope, they made it all personal, all about them. Poor them. Well, I'm back, and I'm taking back everything, you guys, and I mean everything the devil stole from me. I feel like y'all weaponized your kids against me. I've never done anything to them kids but love them and help them. Why are they hating on me? Why are they not texting me? Why? Why? That is ugly. It is ignorant, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If my aunt had a brain malformation or anything, I would definitely check on them. If they said they don't like talking on the phone, there are too many ways to communicate rather than you guys lying, saying I won't answer my phone. You made that choice, okay? And now you're going to have to live with it, because I am coming out full blast. If I feel like I need to say something, I'm going to say it. You know why? There is no repercussion. You can't miss nothing you never had. How am I going to miss how you feel when I don't know how you feel? All I know is what you said about me, and you lied. Yeah, you lied. Because you didn't ask me what was wrong with me, how I'm doing, or you going through something. No, y'all didn't ask me. Surgery after surgery from this, that, and the other. Nothing. Okay? And don't you dare think I'm going to have brain decompression surgery and have any of you guys around me until we address this matter. Because I don't do fake, period. So, this is what I'm going to do. I started my page, and I love the underdog. I've always been an underdog fan. You know why? Because bullying ain't never been in my DNA, but I like helping people that need that help, and because somebody is against them and they're dragging them and they want to see them fail. And I like the comeback of it all. So, I'm going to start, well, I already started. My Angry Bird page is going to help folks like me that suffer from mental illness and have a tattered head or Chiari malformation, PSTD. Let's see. We have bipolar bears. We have all kinds of people. And we're all unique in our own special way. And if you want to be up in your feelings and be judging us for something we didn't said or did, yes, we're going to take total full responsibility for it. But nobody needs you guys twisting and turning, because for every person that you say, oh, she snapped, you tell the next person, oh, she snapped and went clear off. And then the next person, oh, she snapped. I thought she was, you get my point. So all these little things that you guys have done, I pray it never happens to you. And the only reason why I let y'all get away with it for so long, because I says, good, they're not bothering me. And I had all that time to isolate and think and learn and try to figure out, Lord, how am I going to live in this head here, this tattered head here? But you know what? It's not so bad. Because when God gives you something, He give it to you for a reason, and you better use it. And I choose to use mine for the greater good and help others that feel stuck and alone, just like me. You feel me? I know you do. I love you. All of you guys, I do. And you might have your little feelings hurt or whatever, but this was the only way I could communicate with you, because you don't want to communicate with me. So, you could take this personally, or you could think, maybe she has a point. Because one thing Auntie never did is go around nobody forcing them to do anything. I didn't invade anyone's privacy. None of that. So the defensive that people carry shuts down a lot to be discovered. My cat is calling me. Munch, good morning. Good morning. Munchie, good morning. Thank you. Yeah, he talks. Callie, she says no. Hi, Callie. Good morning. Munch, Callie didn't tell me good morning. Thank you, Mama. They're so sweet, y'all. Anyway, till they start begging for snacks. Anyway, so if I had an aunt that has brain malformation and she was always there for me when I was little, I used to do karaoke, bingo, have races in the backyard, invite them over and cook and cook and cook. I'd be sending them home with slabs of ribs. Now, when I cooked the dinner, I'd send them, I wouldn't send them, but I would be ready to go to bed like within 2 hours. And they knew when I start fixing care packages, it was time to go. And I would send them a slab apiece, a slab of rib apiece, homemade mac and cheese, everything. I mean, I used to do the daggone thing. Y'all know this. But, like I said, to me, that's ungrateful for them to treat me the way that they do. And I don't need anybody trying to, oh, I'm sorry. No, look at yourself. Because you're not only doing this to me. I see these people out here with cell phones, and when they get into a confrontation, if something doesn't go right with a person along the way or in a store or anything, they're like, he's racist, he's racist. And that is the worst thing you could ever do with your kid next to you, and this kid is like the anxiety all tight, like, oh God, they're jacking with my mother. And then that kid grows up to be an angry bird like you. So everything you do around your kids is not good if it ain't good. Period. This cell phone blasting people like this here, hollering, racist, not good. Not good at all. It's disrespectful, and it shows how little small you are in the brain that you can't communicate with that person and tell them, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me, without making a scene. I think this mass situation has just really triggered a lot of stuff that was there, but it's just pretty much out there, wide open. I'll give you another example about how kids grow up to be angry birds. You know, I'm going to use my niece again as an example because she's really broken my heart, y'all. Anyway, when she moved to Texas with her kids and got out on her own and everything, if she had a problem with me for whatever it might be, and I'm telling y'all, it couldn't have been much because all I do is laugh. I'm trying to figure out. And then when they say I snap, I'm like, snap? Hell, I didn't even holler. And then if I snapped, you still have your limbs, right? So I didn't snap. Okay. She'd sit around her kids who are now young adults. One of them he's probably 20, and the daughter is almost graduating. Anyway, she would sit around them and discuss grown people, such as myself. Like all my imperfections or anything she didn't like at the time around her kids. Do you want to know what happens when you do that? not only does that kid turn into an angry bird, that kid becomes a judge on the Supreme Pizza Court, thinking that they should do the same. So when I asked her not to do that a decade ago, I'd say everything around my kids is what she said, and I was like, oh, I yada, to myself. So she thought that was cute, but these are the things that backfire, because one day she's going to get old, and those kids are going to be just out there saying ugly things, mean things about people they have no business even worried about. But they're on the high court, the Supreme Pizza Court. You sit around them talking about grown folks' imperfections all day. Hell, what do you think they're going to do when they grow up? They're going to think they're extra, extra grown and very smart. They're also going to think that they are some type of psychologist or something. And all of these things that happen, they're going to overlook the things that they really need to be focused on, and they go rogue. They go rogue, you guys. So, another example, and boy, they are not going to like this. My cousin Oprah, my niece would run out there to Oprah and tell her things she didn't like of me, because I'm anal. I like things clean. I don't like things all jacked. The only thing I like messed up is my bed. The reason why I like my bed messed up, that means I'm about to get back in it. And I mean back in it to win it. I ain't kidding not. My bed. One of my boyfriends, he used to make the bed every morning, and I'd say, why? Why? I just want to get in it, Daddy. Okay, now, Oprah. So my niece would go over and tell Oprah, and Oprah would eat it up. She would just eat it up and pat her on the head like a chia pet. Oh, she crazy like that. She. Instead of Oprah staying out of it, no, she nurses negativity. Nurse ratchet. Oprah, you are. And so you got all these millennials running around Oprah, getting this negative. I'm not saying Oprah gives out the negative energy, but she sure doesn't help, because if these millennials are sitting around me feeling the way they do with being oppressed and all that there, I would tell them a story of where we came from. I would also let them know it's good to know your history, but you can't keep revisiting that stuff and then making it to your liking, okay? And your struggle starts from where you were born. When you were born, that's when the struggle starts. I mean, how you gonna take Chicken George's somebody's struggle from roots and all that there. You got a lot of these millennials that done watched some TV back in the day, The Color Purple, and they walked around, all my life I had to fight. Knowing damn well they ain't fighting nothing, y'all. They ain't fight shit. And I didn't say, I said chit, like chitlins. I'm really trying not to cuss, y'all, because it really does become a habit with me. I have a very filthy mouth, if need be. I can take it all the way back hood for these oppressed folks, because I'm feeling some type of way anyway. I don't care who you vote for. What I do care is that you do not acknowledge the good things from the opposition, okay? Nobody said you must vote for my Uncle Donald, but you need to know what it is he's doing because there are good things. And if you choose not to do that, then you're one of those negative people because you need to be finding all the good. You know, these kids, these kids need positive. There's too much drive-by shootings, innocent children getting killed, and the black on black crime has been around like decades, but it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And my thing with the Obamas, this is my opinion, okay? Anybody that gets out there and tells you how you should vote, what you need to do, how to do it, and then they're talking about the opposition of the KKK and this and that. It's a lie, y'all. There are so many black people that support my uncle. There are so many different cultures. I have shown y'all this on my Facebook. Mega is the ish, okay? And a lot of people are jealous. Ugh, swollen all over, y'all. My head needs decompressed. It's like, anyway. So when these Obamas come out, my opinion is they are ruthless. They are rogue. They are not good at all. They are negative, negative, negative. I don't see anything positive out of those people because when they come out, they're always coming out telling you what to do. And that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all because too many of our precious black children and precious young men killing each other, and never once have they said anything about it. It's always all about them. That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful to everything that you should stand for. Stop putting them people on a pedestal, y'all, because they are dirty. They are dirty as the snow to come that is driven on. I mean, filthy, filthy dirty. And my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if they all up in Dominion and clicking little things the opposite way, because make no bones about it. Y'all seen how Texas blazed on the call when on election day. Texas went red so quick. It went red so quick. I was so happy. I really was, because our streets are raggedy. We got graffiti all up and down the highway. Our homeless are camping out on us in front of stores and things like that there, and these people need help. And Adler, his thing is to pamper and give the millennials. Keep Austin Weird is our logo, which I used to like it, but now not so much. See, because they have neglected so much, because their priorities are jacked up. They rather focus on scooters and having people out there painting yellow strips for the scooter lanes and crap like that there. And then the construction goes on and on and on nonstop. And I'm like, dang, we all been locked up on Rona. They should have had this stuff built up, okay? Because they could social distance to do the highways. I'm just saying. So now, you guys, after Dems did what they did with the election, and everybody knows, don't act stupid, because y'all know I don't do that. I don't play that. You want to act stupid, do it with someone else. Don't do it with me, because y'all know the real deal, okay? We wasn't born yesterday. So, when Uncle gets all that straightened out, hopefully, you know, the Platinum Plan and all the communities, you know, the Platinum Plan to help build up the community, because y'all talking about we oppressed and been held back. Somebody trying to help y'all, and what you do, you poop on them. You don't even want the help. I ain't never heard them Dems offer anything like that. And My uncle has always had opportunity zones. I mean, if you look, this is my thing. Like I said, nobody's telling you to vote Republican, but when there are resources and things out there and you refuse to take advantage of it to help your family or the little ones coming up, then you are the problem. You're definitely the problem why folks is feeling oppressed because you choose to be up in that. But the opportunity zones and all the other good things, you guys can research and look up everything under the sun, but you can't look up the things that my uncle has already done. You know, the funding for the black colleges and things, and y'all like, nothing. Barack Obama took the money away. Okay? So this is the thing. Once again, I don't care what your party of choice is. What I care about is you pretending like good things aren't happening. And I'm telling you, in my life, in your life, in every life, everybody needs positive news because it is healthy. What is not healthy is for somebody my age and older to pretend like good things aren't happening and just staying in that moment. It is not good. I don't care if you're a church person, whatever kind of person you are, if you fail to look at the good, something is wrong. You don't like it? I ain't even gonna say sorry because y'all know I ain't. Anyway, I really loved our discussion this morning about defensiveness, and we covered a lot of ground. I'd like to know if you guys like my current events and the swag. Oh yeah, the page. We were talking about the page. So my short-term goal is just to help everyone that gets in that moment to where you're just not feeling good and everything is off balance, you know. Auntie's always off balance. But I'm more on than I am off, so I'm grateful for that, y'all. But one thing about Kiari, when I think I'm getting it good, next thing I know, I done bruised up my some meat. Yeah, I done bruised up some meat. So my short-term goal is to make someone laugh. Just laugh. Let it go. Heck, you get all serious and defensive and just next thing you know, the colored purple moment and folks feeling oppressed and ain't even went through surgery or anything like that. And to my niece, I love you, niece, I really do. But it's time to look at yourself and all the things that you've done. And I'm not even talking about me because you want to run around here Miss Innocent so good like you ain't did nothing. Look, I think all you yins that migrated down here from Pittsburgh need to look in that mirror. I mean, really. How come you've never contacted me since you've been here? Because you listened to Oprah and them, didn't you? It's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We do. But the only thing is, I'm here to claim everything y'all done stole from me because you're a bunch of liars. That's what you are. And if you continue to lie, I'm going to do a book soon. I don't really want to do a book because, you know how black people are. They be like, what goes on in this house stays in this house. What happens in the family stays in the family. We don't care if it hurts so bad that you lose your leg because you chopped it off. It just stays in the family, okay? I'm here to tell you, verbal abuse, physical abuse, all that there shapes the way a person's life goes. It really does. And if a person is self-sabotaging with drugs or alcohol or anything to that nature, it's because they don't want to feel. They don't want to feel what they went through. And I praise God that I am feeling it all. And I can go through it. If he brings me to it, he's going to bring me through it. I have been there on everything. I done did it all. I mean, all of it. Straight up hood, like, yeah. But then one day, I said, Lord, I can't keep going to jail. I just can't keep going to jail. I said, I'm tired of paying the state of Texas. I think I was in my 20s. And now, Auntie gonna be 56, February the 2nd, y'all. And I'm telling you, if they got that mask mandate during my birthday time, because I'm not getting no hotel room, and then I get ready to go to the lobby or go to my car, and they be like, where's your mask? Where's your mask? Because I will be ready to, I ain't trying to do it. Hi, Gary. Uncle Donald, get my brother out of there. And do not leave him up there in Pittsburgh with them dry and crunchy folks. Just don't do it. I will send him home to visit. But let's not release him into the Commonwealth. Hell, you know all this stuff we're going through with the Commonwealth right now. The little cheaters. The cheater pumpkin eaters. And I told y'all's community leader, I said, don't go to jail. You could carry water for them people, but don't go to jail over fraudulent ballots. But that's another story. Auntie loves you guys, and have a super blessed day. And Nancy and Keely, I ain't going to apologize for what I said, but do know that I love you. And you guys need to get it together, because anybody else in this family that ever has a mental illness or anything, you guys would probably do the same thing over, what you did to me. But I'm going to put a stop to it right now, because that's kind of like what I do. And I can't miss nothing I ain't never had. It ain't like y'all my friend or my favorite cousin anyway, or my favorite niece anyway. I mean, if you don't like me, you don't like me. I can't make you like me. You ain't got to like me. There's so many other people that do. They not only like me, they love me. And you can say, well, I love her. I do. I don't care what you say. You haven't shown me anything but distaste. Indiana, girl, when you block me, because I said I smell beer on your breath all the way to Texas. I asked you to put the booze down so that we could grow and love each other and get to know each other. Just stop drinking, damn it. Stop it. Stop it. The excuses, all of it. Stop it. Okay? You've been drinking and having fun long enough. It's time to leave that stuff alone. It's starting to show on you, sister. And I love you. I really do. Stop it. There's so many things that we can do together. I mean, we're both old now. I mean, what are you going to do? Just drink yourself down the toilet? And it's perfectly your right to block me. Block me again, 'cause I smell beer. Have a good day, y'all. I love you.